go. Op4 Tv. I am your host, Uncle Bill from the BX, and I'm here with the one and only Miss Stormy, your favorite personal trainer, the U.S. Army's very own, the strong sergeant. Out here, how you feeling? Stormy Fit Cat.
Oh, God.
What's good with you?
Look at the height.
It's all facts.
Believe the hype.
It's no fact. It's no hype. It's all facts. All facts, no fact. What's good with you? How you feeling?
Good.
You got things shaking out there. You still active duty, but yet you are training at Lakewood.
Yeah, Crunch Fitness Lakewood.
Crunch Fitness Lakewood, holding it down. That's what's up. Let them know what time your classes are out there. Let's get right to it.
So Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I teach at 5:30 in the morning. There are 3 different classes. You know, Mondays we do boot camp, Wednesdays we do fight round, and Fridays we do muscle maker. Now on the weekend, if you miss all 3 of those classes, don't worry, I got you on Saturday, because Saturday we got 3 classes back to back. So from 10 to 12, we're doing chisel, abs, and then Zumba.
Nice. So Tumar, tell me about your career. Where'd you start out? Where did it start? What made you want to join the Army as a young lady?
Well, you know, I grew up, I know when people look at me, they say, oh, she's a city girl. She probably had money. Well, I didn't grow up that way. You know, I have 4 older brothers. My father was in the military and my mother was a foreigner at the time. She was from the Philippines. So she didn't work, didn't speak English. And when I was actually born in the Philippines, and I came over to the States when I was 6 months old. And we ended up in Alameda, California.
Oh, wow.
Oakland area. That's where that Raiders come from. You know,
I get it.
So
from out
I am a military, right? Yeah. So I mean, we're very poor. We didn't have a lot. When my mom figured out how to speak some English and work with my dad being on the ship, because my dad was on the U.S. Enterprise, so he was gone all the time.
Oh, wow.
So my mom had to hold it down. And I was actually there when the earthquake happened during the World Series.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. That's why I don't like driving over bridges or anything like that. I'm traumatized.
Oh, man. Yeah, I remember that. I remember being a young man and watching that. Was that like 1990?
Yeah,
I was a fan of Oakland A's.
Like that, yeah.
I was a fan of Oakland A's too.
Exactly. And, you know, my dad wasn't here. He was out to sea. My uncles were in Sacramento, but they couldn't come because the Bay Bridge fell down. So there was no connection between California. But, you know, I looked at how hard my mom was as a worker. And when that earthquake happened, it was almost like a movie. Like I was a little kid, like, this is what we see in the movies, right? This woman, I will tell you, despite everybody else crying and not having any water or anything like this, the ocean was maybe 2 blocks down the street. She used to pitch water, bring it back. She would light a fire with sticks in the front of the house and boil the water, so we had water to eat, to drink, shower. She would cook and everything for everybody in the neighborhood. Nice. It was crazy. And I said, you know, I want to be like that. Yeah, I'm gonna be resilient to anything. You know, and anytime somebody says I can't do something, I'm gonna prove them wrong.
Nice.
And I've been like that ever since. So I think being around the military, like just watching my dad too and my mom, built my interest. But when I was in high school, because you know I'm a baller.
Oh,
I like to play basketball.
Absolutely.
I used to do all the things that women should not be doing, like football and all this stuff. So I actually got hurt it was my junior year in high school playing, they call it powder puff football, where the guys cheerleading and the females play football.
I think I heard of it, but I've never seen it actually being played before, but okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be flag football, but you know, people like to take it a whole other level. But I was a wide receiver. And I remember these 2, you were speaking of big people earlier, I won't call them fat, but you know, 2 big people. Chasing after me. I was actually up in the air, and they pretty much sandwiched me. They collided and I went on the ground and I pulled my groin muscle. So I was on crutches for like 4 months.
Golly.
You know? And ever since then, I mean, until now I feel it. But that pretty much, I had a scholarship to go to New Mexico, the junior college, as a redshirt. I could have went to UCLA. I got a scholarship from Montana State. But I knew that with this injury that, my family wouldn't be able to afford it if that scholarship was gone. So I said, I'm going to have to take care of myself,
Yeah.
and the military just was the thing to go. I wanted to join the Marines, but my dad said no. So I ended up coming in the Army.
Hey, quick story. Like you said, you're an athlete. And I got to talk about how when we was at Fort Meade, we work in the same building. So we had a basketball team over at Fort Meade, unit level basketball. And I was like a player/coach because we could barely get enough people to participate, right? Game is on the line. This guy got fouled, but he was injured. And they was like, oh, he got to shoot the free throws. I was like, no, son, you're not shooting those free throws because he was big and strong. I'm not going to say his name. He needs to come on this platform and defend himself. Big, strong dude, good rebounder. But as far as shooting, no. I was like, yo, sub him out. And it's like, if you sub him out, whoever you sub in got to shoot the free throws and he can't come back in the game. I was like, you know something? There's 15 seconds left in the game. I don't care about him coming back in the game. I could cover his rebounder for 15 seconds. I promise I could do that. But if the sub is going to shoot his free throws and you subbed in and you hit the free throws and we won. Come on, yo. What are we talking about?
In my Zumba pants. I had my Zumba pants on.
With the glitter on the thigh. Oh my God. I used to hate them damn glitter ass Zumba pants used to play ball in because if we playing and I brush up against you, now I got glitter in my shorts. And I go home to my girlfriend's like, yo, how you got glitter in your shorts? I was like, oh, Stormy, she plays in the Zumba pants. What are you talking about? After that, she started coming to the game. So thank you and your glitter pants.
Look, I was dedicated. I came to the calling. I had a Zumba class and came straight from Zumba. Didn't even change. Kept my Zumba shoes and everything. It looked like basketball shoes.
Nah, those things is not like basketball shoes. I don't know what those things is like, but they're not like basketball shoes. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I need to find pictures of them things, yo. Those Zumba pants, them Zumba shoes. They had lights on them. It was light up shoes. You was a grown adult in light up shoes. I get it. It worked. We had a good season. First duty station. Where'd you go?
First duty station was Fort Hood, Texas.
Oh, they put you right in the mess.
And that was before September 11th, back 2000.
Oh my goodness, they put you right in the mess.
When they had curfews and you could go through the gate freely and there's people shooting in the barracks, that kind of crap. It was really bad back then. We had curfews. People were stealing tanks, so they shut down the whole damn base and you can't leave nowhere.
Hey, yo. A lot of people think Fort Hood being trash is new. But I'm glad I have this platform. This platform is for veterans, for veteran voices. I want you to use your veteran voice and tell them how, even prior to September 11th, Fort Hood had been trash for a long time.
It has been. And, it was bad because you would be doing PT in the morning and all of a sudden you get rerouted. I'm like, what the hell going on over there? And then you get back to the unit and you turn on the TV, some kind of shooting in the barracks or something. Just stupid stuff. Right? Yeah. I'm like, it's always been crazy like that. Drugs were always an issue. I'm not going to lie. I went back there for MLC maybe about a year or two ago. And I went to where I used to live at. Mm-hmm. You talk about that thing is the hood. Like, It's like The Walking Dead. There's nobody out there. It needs to be demolished.
Damn, demolished.
Because we didn't make much money back then in those days as a PFC or, I was like, oh, I'm going to live out here in the thing. And yeah, it was really bad.
Not as much as they make now.
Yeah. Well, a whole big difference. I appreciate things.
Yeah. You got to look back and appreciate. Second duty station, where they have you at?
I went to Mannheim, Germany.
Oh, that's not a bad one.
That's where my basketball career took off. Because I played, we were like in college. I was on the Mannheim Mustangs. And we won USER 3 years in a row.
Nice. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I keep forgetting that women's basketball is really big in Europe.
It sure is. So we practice every day. I played basketball and softball. I did play softball too. So, but we were really well known out there. Was like my motivation because, September 11th happened and we pretty much pulled guard duty like 24/7.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as doing your job. You didn't have a job. Just go pull duty.
Yeah, you're on the basketball team. Shout out any of your teammates. You still keep in touch with any of your teammates from back then?
So a lot of them retired now. Some of them are contractors. Iraq is done. So They were going back and forth to getting that money because, you know, they get paid a lot.
Yeah.
Some of them are still playing ball. We got one that's in North Carolina. I don't know if she's still playing though, but I run into them, you know, every time I go to a basketball game on the base somewhere. Oh crap. I remember her from back in the day.
Yeah. They coaching now.
Yeah. They're coaching me. Well, I mean, I haven't played since I left there, and I don't know if I'm about to try it over here because it's a little different. I mean, they take clotheslining to a whole nother level.
And West Coast ball is physical.
I'm too old for that crap.
That West Coast ball is different. That West Coast ball is not the same.
Yeah.
Man, these kids now, I was telling my homeboy earlier how I was going this dude. He was like maybe 6 feet, but he was like 100. No, he was a little taller than me. So he's like 6'3", 160 pounds. And he was shooting like from 30 feet, like it was 3 feet. And I'm like, yo, I'm not going way out there to guard this dude. If he don't blow past me in one dribble, like I'm a cone, I'm not doing that. He gonna have it. If he gonna hit it, he got it. But that's the new age basketball we're dealing with. That's what happens when you're playing basketball as long as we have, right? So it is what it is. Germany. From Germany, where'd you go?
So in Germany, I actually got out and was a civilian. I worked at the University of Maryland in Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I had my oldest son. And when they told me, hey, you're going to have to take your son back to the United States, you know, the whole military thing, family second. Back in the day, it was more like family was second. So you can go deploy, because my husband at the time was already deployed.
Yeah.
And I said, look, this kid is only like 5 months old. I'm not giving this kid up. you know? Yeah. So I ended up taking a chapter 8 and I actually got out.
Nice.
Yeah. And then we went to, once my ex was done in Germany, we went to Fort Huachuca.
He's like, did I go there?
Fort, we got you. We went there. We were stationed there. I played ball there again. And I worked as a civilian over there. And then when we divorced, I moved to California and worked for NASA. It was awesome. The Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena. I was over there for a while. And then I went through the whole LAPD process and decided to go back in the military instead. Isn't that something?
No, it's not. That's regular. That's regular. Like nobody.
I said, you know, it's a lot safer in the military because, you know, my kids were small at the time. I had both boys were little in diapers. And I was just like, okay, this police officer stuff. Now I was raised in the hood, not in the suburbs. So my chances are they're going to put me in the suburbs somewhere. Well, I'm not familiar with the scenario, you know, it's complete backwards. So I said, no, I can't leave my kids if something happens like that. I can't rely on anybody. So the military was it. I came right back in there. No problem.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And volunteered for Fort Drum. Can you believe it?
Ooh. Volunteers for Fort Drum.
I would go back. Yep.
Right now, okay, let's say this podcast drops in December. There's no degrees in Fort Hood right now. 0. There's no degrees. So you're going to Crunch Fitness to do your classes at 0530 and there's no degrees. What are you talking about? You enjoy that? That's cool with you. That's the lifestyle you want to live. You're cool with that.
Fitness, I think fitness will always be a second. I'm telling you. I mean, I just love it. I can't get away from it. It keeps me accountable for myself. And I, of course, in my, you know, me personally, I like to take care of other people. I'm always taking care of other people. I could be a hard ass, but, you know, at the same time, it's all for a good cause.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Talking about a good cause. Let's talk about the Native Fitness app that you put together. Here, I'm gonna show it to everybody here on the screen. And you put this together during COVID, right?
I did. Yeah.
This is awesome. This is awesome. And tell us how'd you get there? How'd you put this all together?
So an ad actually came through Facebook at the time, asking, you know, for apps. And I said, I need an app like everybody else does that actually is self-sufficient. I ain't got to pay somebody to do it. I just got to pay for the app. So this sale came on, Passion.io, and I started reading and I was like, well, damn, it's only $90 a month. That's nothing because you pay like $600 for an app.
Yeah.
And I said, well, let me try this while it's on sale. And
Yeah.
then they put you through a whole course on how to use the app, how to get your clients and all this stuff. So I said, okay, you know what? It's going to be January soon. That's the best time to kick off like a challenge or something, especially now because everybody's complaining the gyms are closed and whatnot.
Yeah.
And actually, I only kept 15, I had like 15 to 20 people, but I had to interview every single one of them because I wanted to know that they were serious about it.
Nice. Getting
Like,
the commitment is difficult.
Yeah, I needed to know they were committed. And I actually did. So it was a one-on-one meeting with each one, and then I kept them. And then throughout the entire 6 weeks, we had a Facebook group, and I was always on that thing, constantly trying to motivate them, see how they're doing, if they had any questions. I gave them a meal plan, but I said, well, you can scratch the meal plan because if you can't, I'm not asking you to clear your refrigerator out and buy a whole nother list. I'm telling you how to,
but they need to
substitute and eat better.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so it was like live. They were with me. A lot of them enjoyed it. They're like, man, it seemed like we were in the room with you because wasn't serious. Well, I was serious, but I was me.
Yeah.
Like I'm clowning around. I'm like, hey, I'm watching you, like I'm standing right.
Apply pressure. Apply the pressure. Come on, strong.
And so, yeah, it took a lot of time. So not just the app, I had their cell phone numbers and I was actually texting them every day too.
Nice. That takes a lot of interaction, a lot of dedication.
I had people from high school that I have not talked to in 20 something years that joined it, that had went through cancer, was in remission. I'm like listening to all these issues everybody had. And I was like, okay, I'm going to tell you right now, these workouts they weren't even an hour long. The most was 45 minutes.
But 45 minutes is you get a lot of work done in 45 minutes.
Yeah. And I will tell you, 2 of those classes out of the 5 days, well, actually 7 days, but there was 2 breaks, were like we did a yoga mobility because I was trying to explain to people, if you're not mobile and you're working out, you're not going to find the results that you want. Yeah.
And you subject yourself to injuries as well.
Yeah. And it's not just for older people. People think, oh, the old people young people need to learn how to do that too. So you can stay young,
Stay young, hopefully. But there's so much you could do if you're eating cheeseburgers every day. So
that's what, so we did that. And I will tell you, I won't name her, but so I asked for the results and I think she lost 16 pounds. So 6 weeks, which is about right.
Yeah.
She like inches off the side and the chest, everything, So I wouldn't imagine, because I switched that up and we did HIIT training. We just did different classes. There was nothing the same. And how much that actually benefited being in the gym for about an hour, personal training somebody.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
yeah, absolutely. That's awesome.
So yeah, so I mean, it was good, but then I got tired. I was like, oh my God, the struggle trying to get those videos before the day comes.
Oh, tell me about it.
The upload took like 24 hours one time. I was like, oh my God, it's not going to get in there on time. Tell
me about it. When it comes to podcasting, you talk about with my Dream Team crew, we did over 100 episodes there. Yeah, Op4 TV. This is going to be like episode 20-ish, something like that. So yeah, I'm just thankful that I was able to get you on the platform today. Because like I said, this is a veterans podcast with veteran voices. You need to be heard. And we talk about the things that, that interest veterans. And you just have a really dope story and a really dope platform. And give them your Instagram and all that stuff so these people know where to find you.
Okay, so my Instagram is Stormy_FitCat with a K, not a C. Okay. And I'm on there, anytime I'm in the gym. I was doing clips of exercises, but just keep it rolling and let them work out with me so they can see how long it actually takes and what I'm actually doing. So I do post things on there, and if people have questions, I can answer them. And I also do some motivational things in there too.
Awesome.
I do have Facebook, but I don't really do the Facebook thing.
It's hard because they shadow ban you so much right now.
Yeah,
Facebook is crazy.
The music, they shut everything off. So I'm like, I'll just stick to Instagram.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm proud of you, man. You got this podcast thing going on. I was watching.
See me
for a while. I said, y'all cracking me up.
Yo, those guys are crazy. Those guys are crazy. That's my team. That's my squad. But this here, I guess this is just where we just really focus on veterans as opposed to the Dream Team. We do a lot of stuff with pop culture and Black culture and all that stuff. But this one here, we here for the vets. I don't care what you got going on. If you served, you spent any time in this military, we want to hear what you got going on and what you're doing for yourself. And we want to know how to broaden and louder, make your voice even louder. So,
well, let me know if you need any more vets, because I know quite a few of them that are doing some amazing things.